What's going on?
What's happening?
Too short,
Too tall.
Sauce Twins.
We back.
First of all, I want to thank y'all from the bottom of our hearts. 10K.
On board.
10K on IG. Appreciate y'all. Got the K after the number. We ain't made it big, but we doing big things.
Yes, sir. On to the next.
10K, 20K, 50K, 100K. You know,
I'm coming for that 100 spot.
coming for the blue check.
Shoot, we can get
Verified.
We'll get one of them next. We'll get one of them. What? This year? Next year? Next year. Next year.
I don't know who be giving them things out.
You go to the village, you gonna get it. Yeah.
You know, they talking about. I was talking to Shane. He's saying they might be trying to make you get the vaccine and go to the Olympics. You can't go. What? You don't.
So everybody that wants
can't
to
get
go
into the Olympics without the vaccine.
You got to take the vaccine. Who?
I know that kind of spooks me a little bit about being.
That sucks.
Feeling about the vaccine, but
I know, but it's like
you need a vaccine.
You need it. Hey, if you want to go, get it. Get it.
It ain't just that.
Get it. Hey, if you want to go, get it.
You got to think hard about it, y'all. Don't just do what Eric's saying.
If you don't want to go, don't get it.
Think about it. Think about it. Consider it. All right. So this week, you know, we were going to move on. We were going to move on to the guys, talk about some guy stuff. But we had, you know, one of our members, she reached out in a DM and, you know, just had a few things to say, you know, her opinion on our last week's show. And kind of give a review, or not a review, but kind of what was said is basically we said courage isn't shown by how much skin you're willing to show on social media. Like, basically, are you, I guess, showing, or are you, I guess, feeding or giving this self-worth image? Like, is that what you're selling? And my opinion, our opinion was no. Like, we felt like you shouldn't be on social media trying to mask what you're really doing as self-worth, because and to kind of go back into it, I'm gonna read you what she said as well. I feel like a lot of times what's really happening is whoever's doing it, this is my opinion, whoever's doing it is doing it for attention, as in likes and comments, to get filled up. We all know how social media, how it triggers the chemicals in our brain and how it makes us feel. They're not trying to give or empower. This is my opinion. Everybody else, they're trying to receive it. They're trying to get it because they don't necessarily feel valued. Eric, jump in anytime.
I'm with you.
I guess I feel like the value shouldn't be in your butt being in the screen. That's just how I feel about it. I feel like, I don't know. You can go. If you want to say something.
I mean, you said it all, really.
I got what she said in the thing.
It's social media, right? You putting it up there. You wouldn't put it up if you knew that it wasn't gonna get a bunch of likes.
Right. So it's more about the likes.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
You feel like.
Right.
And some may, not all. Some may genuinely. But we're just
talking for the most, yeah.
My opinion, I feel like that's not what we see. But all right, let's see if I can dig in here a little bit. I basically said, just tired of the lies that people put on social media. Social media is a beast on setting unrealistic standards. She said, agreed. And I said, we on the guys, next week. And she said, we should have led with the guys. She said, I do believe that a woman controlling what she does with her body is empowering, though. Whether she chooses to be naked or fully clothed, her setting her own standard and not conforming to societal norms is pretty dope, though. I said, I agree, kind of. I also believe how you present yourself will set the standard on how you're approached. We all know you get one chance to make a first impression. Whoop-de-whoop. Then she says, that goes back to what I was saying about societal norms. You see, we teach our daughters that based on how they act or dress is how a man will approach them. However, why haven't we, society as a whole, taught our sons that no matter how a woman dresses or acts, she should always be approached with respect?
I feel like, we can't speak for everybody, right? But for the most part, I feel like boys, guys, men are taught to respect women. But it is going to come down to whether you respect yourself or not and how I approach you. So if you out and you got your butt out and all this other jazz, it's going to be a little different than if I see someone that's dressed up in a suit or something like that, right? I'm going to approach those two people totally different. Right, so it's just the
not saying that you gonna be disrespectful.
No. It's never about disrespecting, but how I approach you might be just a little different. Right, I might be a little bit more free to say what I want to say or come at you a certain way because that's what I'm getting. That's the vibes that I'm getting off.
You getting that? You free? You coming at you? Do
right. Someone else who's, let's say, more reserved, however you want to put it. Not that I'm going to be a little bit more timid, but I'm going to be cautious of what I'm saying. And just because, to me, when I see someone like that, it's like, okay, this person isn't.
They kind of view themselves a little differently.
They're
That's
a little
all
different.
I'm saying.
It's just a little different. And we all know this.
And here's my deal, and I agree. I think that I agree. Boys should respect women fully clothed,
to the utmost,
unclothed, whatever you want to say. But here's the deal. I think that when you try to when you say that, in my opinion, you make it one-sided. You're like, no matter what I wear, you need to respect me. I think that it becomes one-sided then. Like you putting all the responsibility on one side, and when that happens, you have more mistakes. So I believe that the responsibility should be on both sides. I think too often we get caught up in these extremes. I need to be able to do everything I want to do. You better respect me regardless. I think that there needs to be a common ground. Yeah. Because if you set some limits, then I set some limits. We set these limitations together, and we work towards.
And I think that's a good point right there. Setting limits.
These are just our opinions, though. Do I really care? Do I really care? No. I got a beautiful wife. I'm happy at home. We on Sauce Twins.
That's it. That's it.
It's a Sauce Twins show. Do I really care?
That's what it is, man. Setting limits, right? Kind of like what I was saying. You approaching two different people, your guard is gonna be up. There's gonna be like a governor. I'm not just gonna come out with the wildest of the wildest things to say to someone who's looking real reserved. This other person that's over here wilding, showing everything. Oh, I'm shooting for the stars.
And another thing I want to say was the societal norm comment. Like, the societal norm. Why can't we change the societal norms where guys should be respect women? I think that's a societal norm already.
I do too.
But I kind of get what she's saying. But I think that norms, for the most part, are set up to create a balance, a check and balance. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what norms, culture set up these societal norms so checks and balances happen. And we can try to ride in that gray area, the common ground for the most part, but you're going to have these extreme situations outside of that. But these were just some random thoughts that I had. And I'm honestly, I'm so glad that she said something, because it made me check myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because we get on here, we just get to talking and just having a good time. And we want people to comment. We want people to have a conversation, because that has made me dig deeper into what I said. And I was like, I'm thinking about what she said. So I think that here's the thing. Here's another interesting thing. If I didn't know this person, or if this person said something to me kind of out of line about this, I probably wouldn't have received it that well. But should I have received it no matter how she brought it to me? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Should I receive it good no matter how what kind of facts you have? That's not the truth. No matter no matter how factual your information is, it has to be packaged a certain way for certain people
presented
to listen to it.
Yeah, and everything ain't gonna be presented the same to everybody.
Right. It's not. So I think, as far as this conversation goes, this is a unique situation, where, so she brought up her comments and I listened, I read them, and, we chopped it up about it. But these are just some random thoughts I just had, about this. Let's see if I can find them.
We ain't trying to bash. We ain't bashing anybody, y'all.
Oh, one of the things that I was going to say to continue about my thoughts. And anybody else want to add in, because I don't disagree with what I originally thought, but it brought in a new dynamic, you know what I'm saying, when I had the conversation with her. But here are some thoughts. Being naked is low-hanging fruit for attention. And I do believe that a lot of times when girls are doing it on social media to receive confirmation, which is contrary to what the message seems like. Now, I'm not talking about your ones that's just wilding out just to wild out. I'm talking about the ones that's trying to wild out but act like they're not wilding out.
Yeah.
And it seems like they're giving confidence, but they're really receiving it from their followers. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the likes.
I don't think social media is the best place to receive that kind of confirmation when it comes to our bodies. So it's again, being naked is low-hanging fruit. So it's like an easy way to get your followers up. It's the easiest way to get your followers up. It's the easiest way to get the likes. It's the easiest way to get the comments. You know what I'm saying? So we can stimulate that good hormone. Our actions, they play a part in how people interact with us. A lot of times what we see is more powerful than the text that we read or what people are saying. I'm saying that you're not selling self-worth to your followers. You're trying to feel self-worth from your followers with the like button in the comment section.
All right.
Again.
Because then if you get all the likes and you get 1,000 comments, you're gonna be like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you just feeding yourself, really.
Yeah.
And then what's gonna happen? Boom, we're gonna post another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My last thought. Now, I know people gonna feel two sides to this thing because I know there's this whatever. Women's bodies should be protected and cherished a little bit more. The desire for women's body is mystic and it's being lost and misused. That's just how I feel. That's my opinion. Now, if we want to lose that mystique and you want to lose that or change these expectations, because it is happening. I'm watching it with the kids. It's happening because of social.
Yes.
Expectations have changed because of what they see on social, the things that they get on social. The access to
It's too easy.
it just has changed.
It's just too easy.
But again, I appreciate the dialogue. I appreciate the conversation that I was able to have. Because I feel like it might not change. We very not often do people completely change their opinions, right? The first time you have a conversation with somebody about it. But if you can have the conversation ongoing, you might start to look at a few different ideas and situations differently that might open up your mind.
Yeah, you'll be able to see both sides,
right,
instead of just your side.
And I do feel it though about empowerment. And there's this, I know that I don't know if we went all the way left with the whole abortion topic. You know, women having control over their bodies. Who's talking
about that?
No.
Oh! I was like, well, that wasn't us.
I'm saying the topic because it's related.
It's
related as far as women having control over their bodies and being able to do, what they want without someone telling them what they should do with their bodies. I don't think for you to agree to disagree there, that means that you have to knock over every other domino all the way there. You know what I'm saying? I think you can agree with something over here, you can agree with something over here.
Yeah.
That might be all over the place, but I'm just trying to collect all of my thoughts.
I do too. I mean, you got everything has a different. You're gonna have a different opinion about. Just because you think one thing about something, don't mean that
it ain't got a.
Yeah, it ain't
clean slate all the way.
Yeah, that don't mean we just wipe everything else out.
Yeah,
not at all.
But again, I appreciate the conversation. I wish we could have had her on the show. Some people just don't necessarily want to be in front of the camera, and I understand. But I like that feedback because they gave us more to talk about. They gave me more stuff to dive into, and they gave me. That let me know that even the people that are around me, our members, I like that they're able to want to put how they feel about something in without feeling, even if it's even if it's against
even if it goes against what we're talking about, they still have,
because me and him don't agree on. Y'all done seen us arguing on this show. We don't even be agreeing on everything, but I like that. I don't know, I like it.
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate y'all, man.
Hey, subscribe.
Hashtag
turn on your notifications.
10K, baby. Thank y'all. Appreciate you. We out.
What will you sacrifice to be great?